What's up everybody? Today I'm going to be transplanting these super hot peppers from their starter cups into these 5-gallon grow bags. So these grow bags are actually 2 years old now and they've held up really well. The peppers seem to thrive in them too, so I'm excited to see how these super hots do. For the peppers, first up we have the yellow T-Rex, which has these really cool looking yellow pods and is about 1 million Scoville. Next is the death spiral pepper, which I'm really excited for just because it has these gnarly looking wrinkly pods. They look so mean and it's got the heat to back it up. It's 1.3 million Scoville, so incredibly hot. This one does have some sun damage on the leaves, just it got while hardening off. I'm sure it'll be fine once it gets in this bigger pot and grows new leaves. Next up we have the orange tiger pepper, which I don't know much about. I'm told this is a super hot, but I got it. I just love the dark foliage on it. It's a really pretty plant and I'm excited to see how it does in this grow bag. Got my supplies over here, so let's get started. So as I mentioned, these grow bags have been in use for 2 years now. This will be their 3rd season. So I just want to give them a quick refresh. I'm giving each one some compost here. And then I'm just gonna mix this compost in with the soil that's already in the bag. And that compost is really nitrogen rich, so it's gonna give these plants exactly what they need to grow nice and big in these grow bags. All right, I got my bags all topped up with compost. So next I'm just gonna add some all-purpose fertilizer and mix it in to the top couple inches of the soil. The fertilizer I'm using actually has calcium added to it, which I've found can help with blossom end rot for the first couple peppers of the season. So I'm just gonna take some of this, and don't do too much because you don't wanna burn the leaves, but I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit over the top and then mix it in with the first, 4 to 6 inches of dirt. Okay, first up is the yellow T-Rex, so I'm going to dig a hole about the size of the pot. Now to promote good root development on this plant, I'm going to add some of this DYNOMYCO to the bottom and sides of the hole. You don't add too much, maybe just like a teaspoon to a tablespoon, and just get it all on the bottom and sides because we want the roots to come in direct contact with it. What it is a fungus inoculant. So there's actually fungus spores in there, and the fungus that it is beneficial to plant roots. It bonds with it and just promotes growth. So I'm gonna pop this guy out. You can see we got pretty good roots on there. I'm pretty impressed with that. And that DYNOMYCO will for sure come into contact with those since there's so many. So I'm gonna put the pepper right there and then just fill in around him. We're just transplanting with the soil at the same height as it was before. It's not like a tomato where you plant it deep or anything like that. Just keep it at the same height there. Next up is the death spiral. So again, I've got my hole. I'm just gonna sprinkle some DYNOMYCO on there, on the sides and bottom of the hole. All right, now let's pop this guy out and see what we're working with for our roots. Oh yeah, that looks really good. So I'm just gonna plant him up again, same height as he already was. And lastly, the orange tiger. Got my DYNOMYCO. Here's my plant. Check out those roots. I just love the foliage on this plant. It looks awesome, and like I said, I don't know too much about it, so if you do, let me know in the comments what I can expect this year, but I'm pumped to see it grow and thrive in this grow bag. I thought about topping it because it's kind of a telephone pole if you look here, but it actually is forking. It actually is forking as we speak, and it's pretty stout, so I think I'll leave it. Okay, now I just got to add the marker to each pot so that I can tell them apart. I think I could obviously tell which one is the tiger pepper by the foliage, but I'll add one anyway. And then I'm gonna water them in really well. It is evening right now. These have been out in the sun most of the day. You can tell they're kind of wilted, and then the transplant might have a little shock. So they definitely want some water. I'm gonna water each of them in really well. And that is it. Be sure to subscribe to follow these plants. I'm excited to see some of the pods. And thank you so much for watching.